Hello, Keith here, Matt with Math, Fun and Games. Today we're doing Panzer Leader Situation number 8, the Korsun Pocket. And this is just going to be an introductory video where I go over my setup and the scenario. So it says, Russian organized defense, German relief on the Korsun Pocket. German units often became trapped during Russian advances and had to be rescued. Russians usually took the opportunity to use their own tenacious defensive tactics. The date for this is February 16th, 1944. The Germans are going to enter on board 2, and they have to exit board 3. They have to get either 30, 40, or 50 units off in order to get a marginal tactical or decisive. The Russians have to destroy German units, either 10, 20, or 30, to get a marginal, a tactical, or a decisive victory. The Russians set up on board 1. So this is the setup I have right here. All right. So first, let's take a look at how I set up the Russian defense. And let's see if I can zoom in perfect amount. How about 64%? How about that? Not bad. Okay. So here's the Russian defense. And I took advantage, if you look over, let's go left to right. So over here, I blocked these roads so they couldn't come this way. Then there's a small mortar. But over here, I have a really powerful howitzer, the 122 howitzer, that's covering this area right here. I also got this area mined, and I got another block over here. And I got another little mortar over here. So basically I've used this swamp as a big part of my defense. So I don't think anybody's going to come this way. Over here you see this woods hexide, which prevents vehicles come through. And I put a mine so they won't be able to move left to right. And I also got some infantry in the woods. But they're probably not going to be coming that way either. Up here up front, I got that really powerful mortar, the 128 mortar, and in a strong point, and I have that strong point with a guard unit outside, so nobody can just walk up to it. That's a really strong unit. Over here, here's a command post right here, and the command post can spot for that 130 for that mortar right there. And then I got this intersection mined. I got this intersection mined. This main area of forest right here, I got 2 guard units. I got a command unit with an attachment to that 120 millimeter, so it can cover this entire area over here. I got guard units, and I got one piece of armor right there. But in order for the armor to be active, it has to go all the way around. But it can start to move and get in position fairly quickly. But it's just going to take, actually going to take a while. But I got guard units and I got some machine gun units, so that's going to be a difficult area. Over here, there's a ford. I mined the ford. I also got some rifle unit there. This center hill right here. So over here, I have armor. I have an anti-armor gun over here. I have the heavy mortar over here. And I have the heavy mortar and an anti-armor over here. So there's a lot on this hill in particular. There's a lot on the wooded areas where I can't take direct fire. Back here, I have another anti-armor plus another 100 howitzer, the 40 firepower howitzer. Then I have a block. I have a guard unit across here on the far left. I got the top of all these bluffs. The top of this bluff is just mines, and a strong point with an armor unit. And over here I have a strong point with an anti-armor unit. And up here I have this infantry, just in case, on hand. And down here in the woods I have the guard unit, this infantry over here. So now for the Germans, what's the strategy for the Germans? The Germans have to punch a hole through this defense. I'm going to try to punch a hole straight through the center. So I got all the armor up front. I'm just going to move this. I want to move this back a little bit because I just want to be clear that I'm starting on the, because it's supposed to set up on that board right there. So over here, I massed all my armor. All right, I concentrated all my armor. And with each armor stack, I have some infantry and some half tracks. Okay, and that's they're just gonna try to punch through. I got my engineers for when we get to cities. Over here on the left, I have some rifle units, which you're gonna see what it can do against this rifle unit and this fort over here, but I'm not counting on anything. And back here, I got your heavy mobile infantry guns, howitzers. All right. And there's another howitzer, mobile howitzer, another mobile howitzer. And finally back here, I got all the trucks and all the guns and all the infantry. Mega units to try to get through. So that's the setup. And I believe the Germans, you move first. I may as well just start playing the game. I just don't like starting it and then stop it. All right, so here we go. So I'm fire. Fire. Oof, right. This unit right here, right? You can actually spot this unit right here. And there's now that unit, and because they're at the same level, I can also fire with that. So that's 100 firepower against that. I don't know if I can concentrate on both of those, so I'm just going to go do a 2-to-1 against that position right here. So those two units are going to fire. Right, they can fire, I believe. No, to be honest, I'm not really sure. Let's see. Levels blocking, right? So I'm going to do 2-to-1 attack against that strong point. Now, strong point is armored since they're not a target. So that'd just be a 1-to-1. And the most I could do is, so I really couldn't do much damage to it anyway, so it's not worth it. However, if I attack the guards unit that's on top of it, I do have a 5-to-1 and I can take them out. So I'm going to do that. They're going to launch. It's going to be 5-to-1, and that unit, guards unit, on top of the strong point is going to be taken out. And I cloned it. All right, excellent. Good way to start. Mark those with fired. I didn't think I would have any shots for those guys, but I did. I started off. Now, any other fire? Okay, how about over here? No. Okay, so I'm going to do my movement phase now. So first I'm going to move these guys. 1, 2, and unload. 1, and unload. They're just so weak, this friggin', the rifle, you know, it's just so weak for the Germans. It's incredible. All right, oh. 1, 2, 3, and unload. Let's see what we can do against that one right there. All right, now I'm just going to go right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so, oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to move down there. I'm going to move him here. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Yep. Well, let's stack. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, how about the rest of the units? So the rest of the units are going to stay back there. I'm going to see what kind of damage I can do over here. All right. So clear move. Now we're going to go on to the Soviet part of the first turn. Now the fun begins for the Soviets, at least. All right. Man. So any direct fire. Any direct fire. All right, I don't see direct fire, but I do want to call down the wrath of the gods from these hills over here. So I can use call down the wrath over here. 24. 24, 20. 24 to 24. Plus another 24. Plus 12. So what kind of target is that going to be too? Plus I got this unit over here. All right. So first I'm going to look at this 24 over here and 24 over here. The target is armored. So let's take a look at mortar units against armored targets. Mortar units, armored vehicles, half range or less. Normal against armored vehicles, so it's normal attack factor. So you're looking at 24. So you're looking at 2 to 1 plus 1 attack. So I'm going to take a 2 to 1 plus 1. I don't think I could get any better. Okay. 2 to 1 plus 1. I can also throw that anti-armor gun. And because it's going against armor, it'd be 3 to 1. So it's going to be a 3 to 1 plus 1. Nasty attack. So it's going to be a 3 to 1 roll to 4. And that's just a dispersal. Germans got very lucky there. Very lucky. I want to make sure all those show dispersed. Okay. So who fired? So they fired. This bunker fired. That bunker fired. And there was also an anti-armor gun in here that fired. All right. So now, what else? I think we have an anti-armor gun over here. Yes, we do. 1, 2. So you're looking at a 2 to 1 attack. It's going to take out. I'm just going to try to take out. It's 2 to 1 attack. 2 to 1, 2. And that's a dispersal. I'll just disperse that one. And that anti-armor gun fired. Unimpressed so far. Very poor results. Anybody else fires? Okay. I don't think we have any other. Oh yeah, we do. We have this guy right here. So 24. He's going to look across right here. So it's going to be against an armor. What range do I have? Okay, so that's half range or less. So it's going to be 5. It's going to be 24 to 5. Should be 4 to 1. So it's a howitzer mortar, half range or less. Armor targets. Yep, 4 to 1. Boom. Fired, and now it's a wreck. Good shooting over there. All right. How about over here? That's an armor unit. There. So the problem is these guys can see I can see the staging area perfectly from these hills. The Russians can see the German staging area. So, all right, now Russian movement phase. So it's obvious where the attack is coming from. So I'm going to start moving units to the key area. I really should not put that mine there. One, two, three, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're going to wait right there. I'm going to bring these guys down. We're bringing our trucks. I'm going to keep those there. All right, no movement. You can move here. Move there. That guard unit. I'm going to stay up there for the time being. All right, close assaults. 12, 6, and 8. So it's going to be 1 to 1 minus 1. 1 to 1 minus 1, and that's a 4. No effect. So no effect there. Over here, what do we got? We have 24. So that'd be a 1 to 3. Oh my goodness. 1 to 3 minus 1. Oh wow, 1 to 3 minus 1, 1 to 3 with a 1, and that's the dispersal, but it's not fancy dispersal, so there's no effect. Over here, 5 to 12, it's 1 to 3 minus 2. Oh, 1 to 3 minus 2. And that's just dispersal. All right, I believe that's it for the Soviets. All right, that's it for the Soviet turn. And we're going to be going next turn, we're going to be going into German turn 2. Okay, all right, that's all for today. I don't want to play for too long. I think next time I'm going to have a full 2, I'm going to get full 2 turns in, but this was just an introduction. things are getting interesting fast. All right, everybody.